6 months. That's all it takes. Not a lifetime. Not 10 years. Just 6 months of focused effort. But not random effort, intentional, relentless action aimed at one purpose, becoming the person you were meant to be. That's what this is about. Not just goals. Not just habits. Identity. When you commit to a new standard, you begin to rewire your brain, your routines, your beliefs. And that transformation starts with your decision to say, no more. No more excuses. No more half efforts. No more living life on autopilot. For 6 months, wake up early. Train your body. Feed your mind. Master your money. Do the work. Ignore the distractions. Let people think you're crazy. Let them laugh while you build. Because 6 months of discipline can put you years ahead. 6 months of deep focus can change your body, your bank account, your confidence, your entire trajectory. But only if you take it seriously. If you show up even when it's boring. Especially when it's boring. Success isn't sexy. It's not always loud. It's quiet. It's hidden in the early mornings, the late nights, the repetition. It's built in the dark and revealed in the light. Show up now. So 6 months from now, when the world sees the results, you'll know exactly where they came from. This is your life. Your story. And today, you hold the pen. What kind of chapter are you about to write? One of progress or procrastination? One of excuses or execution? You're not stuck, you're standing at a fork in the road. To the left is the same path you've always walked, familiar, safe, and unfulfilling. To the right? That's the road few take. The uncomfortable path. The one that demands effort, consistency, and heart. But it's also the path that leads to everything you've ever wanted. This isn't about hype. This is about truth. If you want more from life, it's going to ask more from you. That's fair. That's the deal. You've got 6 months, 6 powerful months to change the direction of your future. But only if you decide that your dreams matter more than your fears. Only if you believe that you're worthy of success, even before you see it. So here's your moment. Will you be the person who says, one day, or the one who declares, day one? The world isn't waiting. Time isn't pausing. The only thing that's uncertain is your choice. Be bold enough to commit. Brave enough to begin. And disciplined enough to finish. Because the next 6 months can be the most important of your life, if you make them count. What if the version of life you've been living isn't the one you were meant for, but the one you settled for? Somewhere along the way, many of us accept a script written by someone else, a script filled with limitations, fears, and boundaries disguised as realism. We get jobs we don't love, build routines that drain us, and convince ourselves that it's normal to be unfulfilled. But let me ask you, what if normal is the problem? What if you were never meant to fit into the mold that others created for you? The truth is, you are the architect of your future, and if the blueprint you've been following leads to a life that doesn't excite you, then it's time to burn it and design something better. The pain you feel from living beneath your potential isn't a flaw, it's a signal. It's your soul reminding you that you're capable of more. And you are. You don't have to continue a life that feels dull, routine, or uninspired. You can redesign everything. From your habits, to your mindset, to your relationships. But you have to be bold enough to let go of the old to make room for something better. The life that lights you up. It's not in the past. It's in the 6 months ahead. But only if you decide to write your own rules. Goals are exciting, but they can also be traps. Why? Because most people set goals without building the systems to support them. They say they want to lose weight, start a business, save money, but they rely on willpower instead of strategy. And willpower always fades. Systems, on the other hand, sustainable. They remove decision fatigue. They automate success. If you truly want to change your life in the next 6 months, don't just set a goal, build the infrastructure. Create a morning routine that fuels your mind. Establish boundaries that protect your time. Plan your days with intention instead of letting distractions pull you off course. Think of your life like a machine. When you design each part to function well, the whole thing runs with power and precision. Most people wait for motivation to show up before they act, but high achievers know that motivation follows motion. Systems keep you moving when motivation is gone. They make consistency possible. And consistency is the most powerful force you have. Want to be fit? Create a meal plan and a workout schedule. Want to earn more? Build a system for learning, prospecting, and delivering value. Don't rely on your feelings, rely on your framework. 6 months of operating inside a strong system will change who you are at the core. Because the goal isn't just to succeed. It's to become someone who doesn't know how to live any other way. Look around you. The people you surround yourself with are either feeding your future or draining your potential. It's not just about who you are, it's about who you're becoming, and your environment is shaping that every single day. If you're always around people who doubt, complain, and play small, that energy becomes your reality. But if you're around people who push limits, think big, and live with purpose, that mindset rubs off on you. Want to change your life in 6 months? Audit your circle. Have the courage to distance yourself from relationships that keep you stuck, even if it's uncomfortable. It's not about arrogance, it's about alignment. You're on a mission. And if you're serious about transforming your life, you need people who challenge you, inspire you, and hold you accountable. Find mentors. Join communities. Watch content that uplifts your thinking. If you can't find the right environment, create it. Because the right people don't just support your growth, they accelerate it. Energy is contagious. And 6 months of being in the right room can unlock what years in the wrong one never could. Choose wisely. Your future depends on it. How many times have you started a goal, felt the fire, made progress, only to fall back into old patterns? It's frustrating. It can make you doubt yourself. But here's the truth, the reason you haven't followed through in the past isn't because you're weak. It's because you haven't yet become the version of yourself who finishes. This time needs to be different. This time, you're not just starting, you're committing. You're burning the bridges to your old life and stepping fully into the new one. That means no more dabbling. No more, kinda trying. You go all in. You show up even when it's inconvenient. You stay disciplined when it's no longer exciting. Because you're not just chasing a goal, you're chasing transformation. And transformation doesn't happen when you feel like it. It happens when you do the work regardless. You've tried before. You've stopped before. But this time, you make a decision, this is the last time you ever have to start over. You go so deep into the process that the old version of you becomes unrecognizable. That's what's waiting for you. 6 months of consistency, of hunger, of showing up with intention, can unlock a level of life you've never touched before. The question is, will this be the moment that changes everything? Or will it be another almost? Choose now. And make it the last time you ever need to start again.